welcome to the Long Island weather update for the weekend. We're going to go over the weekend's weather, and you can see we had started with some high clouds, and then sort of cleared out, and then we had some stratocumulus build in, and it was when the stratocumulus arrived, the winds really did pick up because we got this intensifying low pressure area right here. You can see off Nova Scotia, and the gradient between that and the high pressure over the southeast is causing a lot of wind today, and once again, we're dealing with those winds across the area. So looking at some observations here, you can see we got wind gusts into the 30s. Still a lot of wind out there. To show you what the day was like today before we get started here, to try to enjoy the sunshine, which unfortunately we had a lot of clouds starting to build there. So I was in Pine Lawn for a little bit, but not all that long. You can see there. It was very, very windy here. Very windy. And then in the evening, this is what it looked like at Twin Lakes and Montauk. And you can see, again, the wind blowing really quickly. The clouds kind of dissipated, so I got a chance to look at the sunset. But the wind was really just blowing very, very hard. Here, you can see the wind on the lake. A lot of wind. For sure. So, but it was still a nice day, considering that it's not raining at least. So, although it's windy and crazy windy out there, it is dry, and that's something to celebrate because we've had so many rainy days this month, and it is the wettest March on record at Islip. You can see there was just a little bit. I don't know if this is almost looks like haze in the air. You can see this little haze in the air. I don't know what this was about. And I noticed a little haze in the air. Maybe it seemed like it went away this evening, so maybe it probably just moisture trapped underneath an inversion, I guess. You can see it a little more over here in this photo. See that haze? This is at Rockville Center. But anyway, a lot of wind out there. Still, I'm surprised we don't have a wind advisory in effect. Well, Stony Brook Hospital gusted to 52 miles an hour, and they had a maximum wind gust of 61 miles an hour today. And you can see temperatures have dropped into the 40s, 43. Northwest winds at 16, gusting to 22. Peak wind gust of 47 miles an hour at Islip. I mean, this is wind advisory criteria. I don't understand why the National Weather Service did not issue a wind advisory today. We're still above normal, though. We made it to the mid-50s despite that northwest wind. Pretty much, something that's been happening a lot this year. We have a gusty northwest wind, but no cold air to go along with it. So we're in the mid-50s, though it felt cooler with the wind out there. Got a lot of strong winds. Let's see, JFK gusted to 45. The temperatures have now dropped. So let's look at our highs and lows for the day. Highs, mid-50s generally everywhere. Lows, upper 40s to lower 40s to upper 30s to low 40s. So definitely on the above normal side. Precipitation, we're going to look at that too because there was actually some precipitation that fell today. 24-hour period, you'll see the east end picked up another quarter of an inch because the rain lingered around out there. That's right, it lingered around. If we look at West Hampton, for instance, let's see when the rain actually stopped out there. Because the rain, let's see, they had overcast conditions. Let's see, the rain continued to about 3:53 in the morning. But further out east, it lingered even longer than that. It definitely lingered a little longer than that. Storm was a slow mover. If we look at Montauk here, maybe they would report Montauk Airport would report the rain. Let's see if they report the rain. They don't actually report weather. Darn it. But they wound up getting a decent amount of rain out there too as well. Then we can go over those rainfall total amounts too. So let's see. So this is let's see. They have a post here on Facebook, but they don't actually have a map. So they have a map. We can look at this map. That's fine. You can see here higher amounts out east, like 1.53 in Montauk. Now that's expected. That's not the actual. I don't know. They love to make our lives hard, don't they? There's no link here. They say here's the latest storm total forecast, but that's the forecast. Okay, we're looking for the actual rainfall. They don't even have a thing for it. Nope. All right, so we're going to have to go and they're going to make us look for it. So, yeah, we got to do this. I don't understand why the Weather Service wants to downplay these things. I just don't understand it. I really don't. We have to go in here and go to a public information statement and see the latest rainfall amounts, because we want to see what. So some areas like Eastern Connecticut 2.03 at New London, even parts of Bergen, Ringwood got up to 1.89. Not that much in Passaic County. That's further west. Nassau County, Malvern, an inch and a half. Belmore, 1.45 inches. So a lot of areas in Nassau County got between an inch and an inch and a half. Mineola reporting 0.96, but that was only as of 10:40 a.m. Not that much in the city. The more impressive amounts are Suffolk County. Montauk Airport, 1.87. Shirley, 1.84. Blue Point, 1.80. So, yeah, significant amounts of rain. And significant amounts of rain, for sure. And we're not done with this yet. We got a break this weekend, but then, well, somewhat of a break. The whole entire weekend won't be dry. I have some bad news for those of you that are going to be going out on Saturday night. So let's go over the weather statistics for the day. I don't know why that they haven't put the R yet for Islip, but 9.44 inches is the most rainfall ever recorded at Islip in March. All right, a high of 55 and a low of 41 puts us 4 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park, 56 degrees and 42 degrees. They were 2 degrees above normal. So despite that northwest wind, 2 degrees above normal is pretty crazy. But yeah, Islip, they're not really talking about it, but Rich Hoffman said that this is the wettest on record. 9.44 inches. That's a record. Why is the Weather Service not talking about that? I do not know why they don't want to talk about it. I don't know. They just want to pretend that the climate crisis is not a problem. I guess they want to downplay it. That's basically what it is. Not surprising. So, now that we've looked at the current and past weather for today and yesterday's rainfall, let's take a look at the weekend. So you see that pressure gradient. There's that very intense low pressure system there. And we're still going to have the wind tomorrow. Notice those isobars being tight tomorrow. It won't be quite as windy as it was today, but still windy, still breezy. And then you can see the problem for Saturday night. There it is. There's your little shortwave that's going to bring a few showers for your Saturday night. Then we're dry on Easter Sunday. And then just a sneak peek at next week. You see we're back and dealing with the rain again. But that we'll talk about more Sunday night. So let's talk about tomorrow's weather. HRRR 0Z. We'll see how much we've got of this. We do have it completely in, which is good. So here's the 0Z HRRR. And you'll see we're dry most of the day. Still got those tight isobars. But as we get toward the evening, you'll notice a few showers coming in. Just a few scattered showers. You notice a shower around 8 o'clock. Could linger around over parts of Suffolk County. It won't amount to much, but it is enough to make your Saturday night wet. And then for Sunday, we should be dry most of the day until well into the evening. All right. So let's look at your dew points and wind flow, because there isn't a lot of moisture here to work with. That's why I don't know why. I was surprised when I saw some of the models really beefing up those showers last night. But you can see the northwest winds, relatively low dew points. They become westerly tomorrow. You see a little increase in moisture mainly off to the south. So I think the further south you are, maybe the better chances would be for rain. And then we are back into a dry flow, northwest flow on Sunday. It's not a lot of moisture to work with. But one thing for sure, tonight we'll probably drop down to the mid to upper 30s. And then tomorrow's going to be pretty warm, probably 55 to 60. We will have, the question is cloudiness. That's the question. So if we look at this model here, you'll see that there's going to be some high cloudiness around. So you can see here a little bit of high cloudiness. This is toward 18Z in the afternoon, showing some high cloudiness. A little bit. And then tomorrow night won't drop off quite as much, upper 30, maybe around 40. And then for Sunday, it's going to be a little cooler, I think, mid 50s, but I still think it could hit 60 if you're in Jersey. Um, so that's what it looks like right there, right now with that. Now other models have different ideas with this. Don't have the 0Z NAM in, but I can show you the older NAM, and you'll see what the NAM does. The NAM is definitely a wetter situation for tomorrow night. It has a period of rain starting right around 8 o'clock and lingering around through Saturday night till around midnight or so. So the NAM's a little bit wetter, but the HRRR is trending is drier. So the question here, NAM could give us another quarter to half an inch of rain. But the HRRR is certainly drier with this. So let's go look at the HRRR now. And the HRRR is a little drier with this. It gives us mainly less than a quarter of an inch of rain. So the NAM being wetter, that's sort of its bias to be a little bit wetter, as we know. I'm hoping that the HRRR is more correct because we don't want your Saturday night being another washout. You know, it's ridiculous already. You can look at some of the longer range models when it comes to the rain tomorrow. So the GFS, but these are not as well. They don't have as a high of resolution as the NAM does. So, and I don't think we have enough of the NAM 12 into really. Yeah, we don't have enough of these NAMs and the latest NAMs into really. So, yeah, there could be a few showers around. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that rainy, but it's going to be more of a nuisance than anything else, I think. So let's look at the skies. I'll go to the RGEM. We can use the RGEM too, which is a short range model as well. And you see RGEM also not showing much in the way of precipitation either. So I think the NAM may be just overdoing it a little bit. But let's go look at the RGEM and look at skies. Now, the RGEM shows a mostly sunny day for tomorrow. It's not until later in the afternoon as we get to 2 or 3 o'clock that we see some of these clouds roll in here. And then for Sunday, we'll have a mix of sun and high clouds. So it's not showing much in the way. It'll be high clouds around, but it should be a decent amount of sun for Sunday. For those, Easter Sunday will be dry for those who celebrate it. But then we get back into the clouds again the next week. You'll see that on Monday. But again, we'll talk about that more Sunday night, I think. So it's looking like a decent weekend. Just watch for that shower chance Saturday night. But other than that, should be a decent weekend. And at least it's not a washout like it has been so many times. But enjoy it because next week we're back into the wet misery. So thank you for watching and have a good night.